The film opens with two friends, Lucy and Jane, sitting in a cafe and having a nice chat. Jane asks Lucy what her plans are for the day. Jane's boyfriend then joins them. Lucy mentions that she's meeting Ben later. Jane and her boyfriend tease Lucy, saying that Ben has fallen for her. But Lucy modestly insists that he's just a friend and doesn't stand a chance with her. He's only coming over to fix a shelf at her place. A little later, Lucy is at home with Ben, who has indeed fixed her shelf. She offers him a beer and modestly sits down on the bed. Ben sits next to her and suddenly leans in for a kiss. But Lucy quickly dodges, nearly falling onto the floor. She tries to explain herself, saying she sees Ben just as a friend. He leaves, feeling upset. The next day, while the best friends are doing yoga, Jane, after learning that Lucy turned Ben down, concludes that maybe her friend has some kind of childhood trauma and is afraid of relationships. But Lucy stands her ground, saying that Ben is just a friend to her and that she doesn't want to end up in bed with him. The next morning, Lucy is at work, surveying the scene. Then Jane comes up to her and asks her to give her a call after work. At that moment, a young curly-haired girl approaches. Lucy introduces them, telling Jane that her name is Brittany and that she's the new massage therapist at the salon. When Jane gets to her workplace, she is called in by management. They tell her that the company wants to open a new branch in London, and they're offering her the opportunity to lead it. Naturally, she's thrilled by the offer. Management tells her to think it over. Jane immediately calls aboard Lucy and suggests they meet up for a drink tonight. Meanwhile, Brittany suddenly steps very close to Lucy, who gets startled and drops her pencil. Lucy then becomes flustered when Brittany compliments the drawing she was just working on. In the evening, as agreed, the friends meet at a bar. Jane and her boyfriend Danny are already waiting at a table. While Danny steps away to the restroom, Jane tells Lucy about the promotion. Lucy is happy for her friend. She congratulates her, but a hint of barely concealed sadness appears on her face. Jane tries to cheer her up, telling her not to get too down, suggesting she start painting again. Besides, Jane adds, since she'll be in London, she won't be distracting Lucy. After having quite a bit to drink, Lucy sits on a toilet and finally lets her emotions out. Of course, she's upset that her best friend is moving to another country. Once the friends have had plenty to drink and Jane is about to leave, Lucy asks if she can stay the night at her place. Already in bed, once the two best friends had gotten comfortable, Lucy couldn't hold back anymore and started crying. Jane tried to comfort her, and then Lucy admitted that she likes Brittany and would like to kiss her for real. Jane asks why Lucy never said anything about this before. Lucy replies that she's been keeping it all inside and hiding it because she doesn't even know what she wants herself. She doesn't know her orientation. The next morning, Lucy wakes up with a terrible hangover at work. Just then, Brittany comes over and offers to give her a massage. She stands a little too close, making Lucy feel flustered. Lucy explains that her friend is moving to London, which has made her sad, so she got completely drunk the night before. Brittany suggests they hang out together sometime, and Lucy, of course, agrees. During a morning run, Jane suggests that Lucy try sleeping with Brittany, and then sign up on a dating site and get involved in the lesbian community. Lucy confides in her friend that she's scared. She's afraid of what other people will think if they find out she's a lesbian. On top of that, Lucy admits she doesn't know what she wants. She's always afraid of everything, and she's never been happy. Jane encourages her, telling her that she needs to step out of her comfort zone and allow herself to just be who she is. Jane suggests they go to a gay club. Even though Lucy isn't thrilled with the idea, they agree to go just as an experiment. At work in the morning, Lucy goes online and decides to take some quizzes that will determine her orientation. Suddenly, Brittany comes up to her, and Lucy flinches, quickly closing the quiz site. Brittany notices the drawings and, picking one up, remarks that Lucy is very talented. Lucy admits that she's into painting. Brittany immediately says she would love to see her artwork. Then she asks when they're going to hang out. Lucy suggests today. Brittany looks pleased and leaves. The long-awaited evening arrives. Brittany is at Lucy's apartment, cooking dinner while sharing details about the ins and outs of being a massage therapist. They chat sweetly, and little by little, Brittany closes the distance between them. Her hand touches Lucy's shoulder, and she asks Lucy if she's ever had sex with a girl. Lucy admits she hasn't, and asks Brittany the same question. Brittany gives the same answer. A quiet pause falls between them, and to lighten the moment, Brittany asks Lucy to show her those paintings. Somewhat shyly, Lucy shows her the shelf with her drawings, saying that she hasn't painted in a very long time and the ones on the shelf are quite old. After looking at one, Brittany says Lucy should really be doing art instead of working at a massage salon. Then she says it's time for her to go home, but that they should do this again, to which Lucy agrees. Lucy and Jane head to the gay club. Jane does everything she can to try to set Lucy up with someone. They go to the dance floor, and while Lucy stands there in her funny little hat, feeling awkward, Jane has already found a girl and is kissing her right on the lips. Seeing her friend making out, Lucy quietly slips out of the club. The next morning at work, Brittany approaches Lucy very closely and casually asks what she's up to. Lucy jokes that she's online shopping. That gives Brittany an idea. She suggests a try-on party. Lucy looks at her skeptically. Brittany explains she'll bring over some of her own clothes that she doesn't wear anymore. Lucy can try them on, and if she likes anything, she can keep it. All of this, of course, with a bottle of white wine. Lucy agrees with interest, not really sure where it might lead. Lucy brings lunch to Jane's workplace. As soon as she arrives, Jane's friend Kat comes over, acting as if she's happy to see Lucy. Lucy becomes very jealous of her friend. This leads to an argument right there at Jane's desk, and they let out all their frustrations on each other. In the end, they tell each other off and part ways. Now the best friends are fighting, and neither of them tries to text or call first, even though they both miss each other. One evening, Brittany comes over to Lucy's place for the promised try-on party. She immediately suggests Lucy try on the first bright dress. Lucy shyly attempts to put it on, but it gets stuck at her shoulders. Brittany helps her, noting that Lucy has a fantastic figure and is very attractive. She then suggests another dress. Lucy asks for a break. They sit together by the bed, and Brittany rests her head on Lucy's lap. Everything they say seems to pull them toward the moment that matters most. Brittany leans in, bringing her face close to Lucy's lips, and kisses her. Nothing else matters as they finally let themselves fall into each other's arms. Waking up together in bed the next morning, Brittany quickly gets dressed, saying she has to go. Lucy asks her to stay, but Brittany can't. Instead, she gives Lucy a quick peck on the forehead, as if whatever happened between them during the night was nothing serious, leaving Lucy feeling confused. A little later, Lucy goes to the yoga class she and Jane always used to attend together. Suddenly, she spots Jane walking in with Kat. Lucy immediately hides, unable to bring herself to approach them. Meanwhile, Jane tells her boss that she wants to leave for London earlier, and Kat, her assistant, is fine with it too. Lucy is at work. When Brittany arrives, Lucy is a bit nervous, while Brittany, on the contrary, seems very calm. She admits, though, that they drank and smoked a lot the night before, which is taking a toll on how she feels. Lucy confesses that she feels awkward after last night. Brittany tells her it's fine. She's been wanting to try sleeping with a girl for a while. Lucy suggests they get together again tonight, but Brittany says she can't and promises to do it another time. Then a reminder pops up on Lucy's phone. It's her best friend's birthday today. Meanwhile, Jane's boyfriend wishes her a happy birthday, bringing her a delicious breakfast in bed. Jane worries that Lucy won't call to wish her a happy birthday like she always has before. Lucy, for her part, can't bring herself to make the call. Just then, Brittany walks by, looking for something in a cabinet. When she hears that Lucy has had a fight with her best friend, she says that's not very good and offers her sympathy. When Lucy asks what Brittany's plans are, Brittany casually replies that her ex-boyfriend is in town and she wants to see him. Lucy finally calls her friend, hoping she won't pick up, and she doesn't. So Lucy leaves a voicemail with her birthday wishes. Then she hears laughing and sees Brittany on the stairwell, hugging and getting cozy with her ex. It stings. Jane listens to Lucy's voicemail. Then, when the director calls her into the office, she sees that all the employees have gathered to wish her a happy birthday. Kat gives her a gift certificate for a hammock sanctuary. A retreat for the soul and body, Kat explains. At dinner that evening, Jane is with her boyfriend Danny. He suggests she call Lucy back and tell her that she's leaving for London in 3 weeks. Jane notices that Danny is holding something back. Then he admits that he can't go with her to London. He's not ready for a move. He has everything here and nothing there. And she made the decision without asking him. Jane's mood sinks. This is a blow she definitely didn't see coming. She goes home and texts Lucy, thanking her for the birthday wishes and asking how she's doing. Lucy wants to reply that she misses her, but can't bring herself to. The next morning, Brittany comes up to Lucy and tells her she's moving to Portland with her ex-boyfriend. Lucy pretends to be happy for her, but she's far from it. Brittany notices the hidden emotion, but Lucy insists everything is fine. Time passes, and Lucy has no choice but to sign up on a dating site and finally start going on dates with women. At the same time, she returns to her creative work and begins painting again. And while Lucy happily goes on dates, trying to find love, Jane packs her things for the move. Finally, unable to go on without her best friend, she picks up the phone and calls Lucy. They meet at the same cafe where they used to have breakfast together. After a brief moment of awkwardness, they finally open up to each other like the best friends they are, sharing everything that happened during their time apart. Jane tells her that her boyfriend Danny didn't want to move with her to London, and because things got tough, she decided to leave earlier than planned. Lucy shares that she left the massage salon, returned to painting, and has been going on dates with women. Soon the two best friends are joking and laughing, only sad about all the moments they missed while they weren't talking. Lucy offers to drive Jane to the airport, and Jane agrees, though she doesn't forget to remind Lucy that she's a terrible driver. The big day arrives. Lucy helps shove the suitcases into the trunk of her car. There's silence inside the car, but Lucy looks overly pleased, grinning from ear to ear. Jane doesn't understand what's going on until suddenly her friend announces that she's coming with her all the way to London to help her settle in and get through the move. Jane is overjoyed to hear this from her best friend. Lucy has made up her mind, and there's no turning back. So she pulls out the cupcakes she bought in advance and asks Jane to eat only half, saving the other half for when they land in London. Jane protests, but Lucy declares that she's in charge now, because she's changed, or rather, she's finally become herself. She's okay.